While we're waiting for our enema to work, well, will it pull over? That didn't start in the required time. Ugh. Let's. I'm trying to pull this window over. There it goes. And if we go up, and it's not the big version, but you're. Sometimes I would do this on purpose, just to show some shadowing, even though the shadowing is all over the place and extremely wrong, because we have shadow here, here, and it's mainly to make it look like kind of a bit of a metallic look, because it is a transformer. It's not a real houseboat. It's just a houseboat in disguise. So where it looks like this side is somewhat shadowed, then you also have shadowing of all these little poles on it. So it's like, okay, make up your mind. Is there light coming from this direction or this direction? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm just trying to show show off, make it look a little less plain. So that's why we have, all these shadows here. We have shadowing there. And we have some decent shadowing of here, as if, we are looking at this from the sun's perspective, even though it looks like the sun should be over here on the other side. So there's that. I do a lot of funny things, and I do it on purpose, which is really just probably all against all the rules of art. I was in a music, excuse me, an art appreciation class in college, and that was one of the neater classes that I actually took in college. The professor was pretty progressive, but it was just a fun class all around, and we learned a little more than just art and stuff. It wasn't about pronouns or anything stupid, but it was just a really neat class. We learned a little bit of history into art and the artists and what was going on at the time that they were. It was just overall a really neat class. I don't remember much of it, but she did have us going around to local. We did have to go to the museum. We had to write papers on artwork and sculptures and things, and we also got to go around to galleries around our area, and apparently there's more than a handful that I didn't know about. And she's like, go here, go there, go there, and go to look at this. I want you to look at this and write about it. And my friend and I, we would, drive around the area, and we'd find these places, and we're like, wow, we didn't know this was here. Wow, we didn't know this was here. And I'm sure nowadays, that was back in the early 90s. I'm sure nowadays they're all virtual signaling, their whatever. But it was just really fun. She had us out. She had us going and looking at artwork, going and looking at local galleries. The debates were fun. The conversation in class was fun. It was just overall a good experience. And overall, my college, I would not trade those times for anything in the world. They were good. They were fun. My grades could have been a lot better. If I could have taken my head out of Lunar and Lunar 2 and the Sega CD a little more back then. In games, Street Fighter 2 was real big, and there were a lot of friends that also had Street Fighter 2 in their dorms, also like their Super Nintendos, and I could go on and on about that era, but it was fun. I was wondering what to do about a certain color. Let's use this purple. Let's use that. And go boom, boom. Come on. Yeah, I've yammered and It's just real. To me, this is kind of the fun part. Gosh, I'm beginning to sound like Springer. That works. Well, no, let's make it this other purple on the top. So this is going to be about the same color that the wheel is actually connected to. And then this is the same color as the solid rail over here that it's also next to, but not, So, pretty neat stuff. I might make this into the green, even though it looks like wooden planks of some sort. Things are coming. Things are coming along. I just like, trying to give all my viewers the need for Dramamine. No, I'm just kidding. Boy, that's an old joke of mine. Golly, if you've taken your Dramamine yet. If you've been here for a long time, you get that one. When I was playing the TCG very badly in the floor around Christmas time and stuff, and on a table and whatnot. Oh, golly, I was playing it all wrong. But yeah, I guess I better call it quits, or I'm going to get a call from my boss saying, "Where are you? What are you doing?" So with that, I want to say just a big thanks to all y'all. I wish I had time to not just simply draw and color like this, but actually record some as well. I know this is a bad angle, but I'm kind of doing my best. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. More to come, and it's going to be a lot more Transformers. Despite every day seems to be a heavy news day politically. And it's just a whole lot to take in. It's almost too much to take in. So I'm trying to just listen to my music a little more than just listen to politics, which can really drag you down. Oh, a bird just flew by. So again, with that, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Don't have just a good day. Have a great day. Don't just have a great day. Have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll. Hello and welcome back. We have kittens now. It's between being summer, the kids being home, me being a little going in between kind of work and at my desk and work from home, which is about ready to just start working from from my desk where I normally am at. And yeah, I think red is on the left, green is on the right, or for a boat's perspective, starboard, port. Starboard is the right side of the boat. Left is the port, is the left side of the boat. And what we have is Warfish. I've already finished drawing and coloring. Well, I've drawn him before, but I kind of redraw him in the system. From the image I take a picture of, put it over. Warfish is based on my mother's grandparents' houseboat. It was just a houseboat. I just pulled this off of, oh shucks, I got some stuff back here. Maybe I can fix that and update it. And I even by accident was doing water effects, and I actually had like a little splotch or something, and had a little bit of little white on it, or not fully all white, and I'm like, that looks just like spilt water or something. So I thought, hey, let's do this. And so I've got a little here on the deck and a little back here. Oh, you can't see it. A little back here on the deck. Which when you see the actual card, that all may be covered up anyway. Do I have that? No, I don't have them up, and it takes a while to pull up, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, another Transformer, poor guy, with curtains, yellow on this side, pink on the other. Poor, in I can't remember. Warfish is an Autobot, but with this cannon he has on coming out of his right arm, he has a Megatron, very Megatron-like look, and with a lot of this off gray or off navy in this gray, he's going to look very Megatron like, and I might end up going ahead. Yeah, I did not add an Autobot symbol on his alt mode. Let's see about just trying to do a quick little Autobot symbol. 5 is going to be, let's see if I can. There's always a delay on this thing sometimes. And I'd never go for too much accuracy. I kind of like the sketchy look. Let's get in a little closer. That's not quite right either. Let's do the mouth plate. That's right. And again, I'm not going for exact. Gosh, it looks more like a gremlin right now, doesn't it? Just sort of sketching an Autobot symbol for the heck of it. Come on. And this weekend, I think it came out officially. Yeah, this is. I got to fix that left side there. That looks a little better. This is the weekend that Rise of the Beast came out. Today is Friday. I think officially came out yesterday. Yeah, the cats are going at it. They're kittens, but I apologize. And I actually do want to see it. I've kind of reserved my judgment on it a little bit. But the more I kind of hear about it, and I'm hearing some out of 4 different reviews, non-spoiler reviews that I have listened to, only one did not give it, was very favorable. So 75% of it being a decent movie, I'm like, okay, I think I might want to see this now. Make it the darker red because I got that other lighter red up top for the light, his port light. Boom, 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 boom. Let's back out, see how that looks. Little fat, little big. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not worried about it. Now, this is a smaller version that I kind of ported over. Had to get onto the kittens. I'm sorry, they're getting a little rough. I actually took my time here on actually doing a decent shading on his little gun thing. And I don't know if I'm going to show this much attention to it on his arm. I think I took like about the middle color there. And this is all generally almost all one kind of color. And this, I can't show you where I got this pen from. A little incriminating of maybe where I live, where I work, etc., etc. But if you can find a pen with this kind of head on it, it's just and it's really for your phone. but it's perfect on this laptop for drawing and stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, that worked. That looked pretty good. There they go again. Okay, now so this is all the same color. These are the parts that kind of make up his cabin. And I might make some of this, you know, let's back out on that. Whoa. They're going to tear up this furniture. I can't keep squirting them for everything. My kids don't like me to squirt them and discipline them. Oh no, Daddy, don't shoot them with water. I swear. Anyway, they respect me more than anybody else in the house, though. The kittens, I mean. And what I like doing, if you haven't, the few times I've actually will sit and, oh, come on, pull up. Here we go. Whatever this color is, I normally will come over a bit diagonally from it and get a darker shade. Did I hit you okay? There we go. And so it'll, yeah, it's not as darker as I thought it was going to be. It's a little darker. That's a little better. That works. That works. So I do kind of like doing that. Yeah, kind of diagonal right into the darkness. Into the darkness. And to get decent lighting and shading for what little shading I do. Whoa. And these are pencil markings. Come on. These kittens. I've had a cat before, but I only had one cat at a time. One was called Scat. The other one was called Ruby, based off the flying baby dragon from Lunar 2. I feel like we are living the world of Lunar 2 right now. What did I do that for? What did I do that for? So I might give it a couple of different shades here. Maybe not as, whoa, this is starting to not do so great. Our poor furniture. Oh yeah, did I tell you we have cats? Yeah, no, I already did. But yeah, I know these, when I do a little artwork like this is very far between. Originally, that's actually lighter than that. So let's do this instead. We did go 2 weeks ago. We went on vacation. We went down to Perdido. Man, this thing is really starting to just die on me a little bit. And we finally had a chance to relax, and I got to do a little bit of nothing. I actually got to relax and actually read a book, a Dave Duncan book. If you're not familiar with, he's deceased now. I think he was an engineer originally or something like that, and he I'll go back and redo the black on there. That's perfect. And he did a group of 8 books. I call it an octology. The first 8 were A Man of His Word. The last 4 were sort of subtitled A Handful of Men. Once you read it, you understand it. It's really good. If you like Tolkien, Dragonlance, Terry Brooks, and all that, I think you ought to should give Dave Duncan a try. A lot of his stuff is kind of older now, but some of his later books, I think he had help when his health started going bad. But The Great Game is really good. That's a trilogy. Very Great Game. Oh gosh, what was that? John Carter. It felt very John Carter-ish in a way. I did not want to pick up that color. There we go. It had a very John Carter feel to it, but with Dave Duncan, whenever he writes a series of books, there's always a magic system. He always deals with the realm of fantasy. And if the magic system doesn't make sense, the series will fail. Now, The Wheel of Time, I do remember trying to read that. After about book 4 or 5, I just got bored with it. I just couldn't stand it anymore, and I just quit. And I heard Sanderson actually did a much better job writing it when they kind of commissioned him to finish those, I believe. So I don't know anything about those, I hate to admit. But let me get back into Dave Duncan's work. What's it called? The very first book is called The Magic Casement, and it's about Rap and Enos, or Inocelin is her full name, and they are in the world of Pandemia. It's not Earth. There's a lot of parallels to Earth and the races and everything, and you're going to find, oh gosh, this is just racist. And, well, it's not. It's the world he's writing in. It's not Earth. Again, it's loosely based maybe on Earth, but not really. It's complete fantasy. It's really good. And it's just got a wonderful story following the young stable boy Rap, who is part fawn, but I think he has human feet. The way he writes the magic in these books makes a lot of sense, and it is very cool. I don't want to give anything away. I think you can find all of those books by Dave Duncan, starting with Magic Casement. All on Kindle. I think you can probably get them all on Kindle now. Pretty sure. There was a website that Duncan had that he started before he did pass away. I think he passed away around 2009 or maybe 2010. I think. I don't think he was Christian, but his books are just so good. Again, I really offer you to give them a try, especially if you're big on Hickman and Weiss, whether it's all their Dragonlance books that they've done, which I've read a lot of them. I remember reading the Twins trilogy. What were those guys called? Raceland and his brother, which was very Mice and Men like. Oh my gosh. Gosh, it's been so long since I've read much of anything. And even back then, the Star Wars canon books were pre-Disney and were still good. Even back then, a lot of Star Wars fans were kind of complaining about the books back then to some extent, but at the same time, I think those same fans would love to see a return to the legacy books of all things. But just some, well, let's not go that deep. Let's go down about right in here. And I haven't really played a whole lot of games lately. Let's do a little of that. Just a little shading right here behind on top of the shading. Whoa, and that just went all over the place. And eventually what takes the longest time is all these pencil marks that I'm going to have to just, go over and cover up. Oh, I got to send that report to Naj. And covering stuff like this up. And then doing stuff like this. Well, for some shading effects, which I'm not great at. Don't learn from me on shading it whatsoever. It's just kind of how I do it somewhat. So I don't even know if I'm going to keep this shading. I'm just sort of doing something here real quick. Just to help fill this in. I don't know what color I'm going to do his head. This is a grumpy, short little Autobot. I mean, he's not that short. I'm sure he would, however tall or long this houseboat could be, maybe about a 40, maybe probably about a 30-foot houseboat, I'm guessing. So if the houseboat was standing up with some extra, he could probably, maybe with a slight mass shifting, let's say he definitely would be standing taller than my house. At least 60 feet tall, probably. Just guessing. With, like I said, little mass shifting, little parts coming out. Yeah, and he's got... I just had fun with making these boat characters. I tell you. But yeah, I think that's just the regular orange there for his wheel. So this is going to look real funny with this orange wheel right here at his groin area. I don't know if this will fill in very well. Oh, somewhat. And then whoa, that's a little thick. And I'm going to have to call this video quits. I haven't done a lot of videos in a while either, just because everybody's been at home. I just feel kind of silly, kind of talking to myself in front of a camera with everybody home. They pretty much know I have this channel now. Let's do yellow right there in the middle. Let's put his little buoy Oh gosh, 21 minutes, guys. I didn't realize. Let me hit the middle color. We'll kind of color his buoy here. Oh, I got to get back to work too. Crap. Boom, 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 boom. I'll shade this later. So, you know, when I originally was creating this guy, I'm like, how should I do this? You know, where would things go if a houseboat of a character transformed? And I don't remember, I loosely remember what my grandparents' houseboat looked like. And this is not it, let me tell you. This looks much smaller than theirs. Oh boy. But it's close enough. It's a houseboat and it's getting the job done, so I'm not too worried about it. Come on. Here we go. And it's been really fun just simply making these characters. Whether you care about the game much, whether you know, and I need to. I've got a lot more base cards. I'm getting my fifth and final wave really tightened up a little bit. And I had thought about, let's put him over for a second. Let me find out what time it is. Whoa, I gotta get back to work. Let me see here. Okay, come on. Yeah, that was an image from our vacation. Okay. Gosh, this computer. Okay, now it's okay. Come on over, Red Rover. Red Rover, would you please come over? Okay. So let me click on a base card real quick. And at one point, I was Paint 3D likes to lock up on me. The MSE likes locking up on me. Like I said in a previous video, I've lost the Beast War file. Fine. So, but let's just. And I was in the middle of actually updating some of my base cards. Not updating, but you know, making some, and you know, and because I have to. Yeah, it's loading. It's taking its sweet time. Decepticon ship, some Decepticon base, Desert Road, destroyed Jasper, detention banks. Have we looked at? Yeah, I think we did look at destroyed Jasper many earlier this year. Yeah, there's Doc. There's the dark side. And there is it loading and loading and loading. Oh, okay. No. And I was doing some stuff and everything just locked up on me. And I'm like, crap. Yeah, there's Doc in his final. There's Flashwave in his final at the beach. And about the same image of the beach there. I gotta do Fog Break. Fog Break is going to be the net. He might be the last one for the Marina War characters. Dingbot at the beach. Foil. The name of the boat was the Foy L, which was based on my grandmother's real name. But I called it Foil, and that's up at the lake, where our lake house used to be. There's Lithone. Yeah, because I thought I recorded. I thought I saved it, but apparently I did not. It didn't. It just didn't happen. All these different Ravages, cloaking ships, the Decepticon version, Maximal version, Mercenary version, Rectifier Coil, and I am not seeing. Yeah, there's some more boats. There's Sealer, one of my water tanks, Stingray, Teak. I just love that thing. Twin Core. Oh golly, I miss these guys. Twin Sons, Taishi or Saishi. There's the train station. Was it one of these? There's the traffic jam. Oh, so maybe I did fix the traffic jam. Let's look at. Can we look at Thrall? And I'm already at 27 minutes. Oh my gosh, I get back to work, guys.